Give me your opinions about
tu banjuka tu.
Yeah.
Life ni fupi na
Nah,
misijifungi na weka shida chini na
natupa mikono.
Afam
sings the
banjuka
hits.
tu. Okay, let's go.
Afam sings the hits, raps the hits.
None of it was real.
Yo, what's up, guys, and welcome to episode 35 of the 30% podcast, hosted by myself and my good friend Sam, who's doing the sound effects. Sam, what's up?
They must sound annoying. What's good? What's going on?
Nothing, man, nothing. I'm chilling, enjoying the cold. No, I'm not enjoying the cold.
Not at all.
The cold is killing me.
Not at
from
all.
The inside.
My heater stays on. It's terrible, man. And I live on top of a hill too, so yeah.
Oh man, you live on top of a hill.
Yeah, I wake up and it's fog outside.
Are you on the windward or the leeward side? I remember we used to learn that in geography.
I don't remember. Yeah, I'm surprised you. I'm surprised you even retained that information, man.
I don't know why I retained that.
Windward and leeward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully you're not on the windward side, because if you are, then you're really being hit by the cold.
No. There's not much wind. There's a lot of fog though in the morning. Like it looks like a studio session with artists.
It depends.
We shall not be mentioning their names, but their sessions
who shall not be named. Wow, I didn't know you were recording music for Voldemort.
All right. First windward and leeward, and then now some. Wait, no. I will not be hating. I will not be hating on you.
Oh yeah. Based off of your okay.
Yeah, based off your fans.
But yeah, bro.
Fans of
What
Afam.
have you been? I'm gonna be calling my fans Afans. That is a sidebar. How has your week been?
That's not clever at all. That's like that. My week has been snap. I need to keep a diary. I think I'm going to start a diary because I'd be forgetting every single thing. What did I do this week? What happened this week? Was there anything special? There's nothing special this week, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't remember. My memory is short.
Wow, Sam. So you don't regard highly the quiz night we both went to?
That was yesterday.
That was a special. That was not even yesterday. It was the day before.
Oh, sorry.
Yesterday. So you don't even regard it highly.
I was getting
that was a special thing that you did.
I was getting to that. Chill.
Wow. If you guys are listening right now, Sam doesn't think the activities we do together are fun.
I was thinking in terms of studio work and like actual work that I've done. I don't think I did much. I think I did stuff, but I'm not sure what I did. Anyway, Friday night, we had a little bit of fun. If you remember a couple of episodes ago, if you've been listening that long, if you're not, please go back. We came 7th at a quiz night. Did our best.
This time
we did better with less, fewer people, and we crushed.
Fewer people. But it made for we
crushed it.
We came third, man.
We came third, which is 11? Great. Hey,
it was like 11 teams.
I don't think it's possible to get first. Honestly,
no, it's not.
It's not possible to get first.
Impossible.
Yeah, it's rigged.
Like we were third, and we had 145.5 points.
Yeah,
and the number one had like 200 and something points.
Yeah. Oh, but all those guys, they look like they've seen more. They've been through more life than we.
Oh yeah, no, they've seen significantly more life than.
Oh man. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. But that was super fun, man.
So the quiz night we usually go for is usually hosted by Abigail Arunga. This time it was hosted by I'm forgetting her name.
Oh, nice.
Do you remember her name?
Why would you drag me into this?
Yes,
why would you drag me into this? Why would you drag me into this? I don't know her name.
No, you're part of this mess. I'm gonna get her name right now. Hosted by.
Shout out to her though. Thank you.
By Thogi.
Okay.
Winnie Mudoga.
Yeah.
It was really fun. Yeah, quiz nights. Who knew?
It's cool. It's become a
times.
thing now. We've become a
It's
little
becoming
a little group,
yeah.
a little formidable group.
Yeah, we're trying.
Yeah, that was Friday.
But yeah, that was fun.
Friday. Saturday, was it Saturday, right? No, when did we do that?
Yeah.
Friday. That's Friday night.
Yes.
Yeah. So that same Friday night I sat down with Mr. Banjuka, Mr. Dreams.
Yes.
Yeah. We're just kicking it, chopping it up, and it's like, let's do a podcast. I want to interview. I want to talk to you about some stuff. Give me your opinions about
Banjuka tu.
Yeah.
Life ni fupi na
Nah,
misijifungi na weka shida chini na
Natupa Mikono.
Afam
sings the
Banjuka
hits.
tu. Okay, let's go.
Afam sings the hits, raps the hits. So yeah, we had a good conversation, honestly, talking about, of course, what we talk about here, Kenyan music.
Yeah. Did you tell him that whole, the way he's like, the heady thing that he does nowadays? Did you talk about that? Because
No,
what was the inspiration behind that? I would
don't-
really ask him that.
I don't get, but he's really tapped in terms of like he knows that TikTok is the way. So
Yes.
he understands what you have to do to get TikTok popping. So yeah. It was a
Sam,
good
you don't
conversation.
think it's crazy that you're just casually mentioning that you had a podcast with like legitimately one of Kenya's like legends when it comes to music?
But see, I don't look at it
Do you
like
know
that
how
though. I
big-
mean, I'm not. I don't take it for
Do you
granted.
know how big Banjuka and the Weni Polisi, what was that song called? What's the title of that song? Fuck.
Let me see.
Forgetting the name. Anyway, like, do you know how big DNA was?
Yeah,
Like-
it's really huge. I mean,
That's a household name, like for real. And you were just casually on a podcast with him, Sam.
it wasn't planned. Me, I was just there. We're chilling. We're just kicking it about a bunch of stuff. We've crossed paths in different places and worked together. So we're just kicking it
Yeah.
about some stuff. And then he's like,
Yeah.
let's jump. And then he's one of the guys who's like, we are not planning it. We are not trying to finesse. Okay, what's your schedule?
Yes.
No. Do we have time?
Yeah.
Let's go. So I completely unprepared in what I was
Are
talking
you
about.
able to
I was
say
going-
where he records?
He's part of I think it's a place called, I don't know if he wants to say it, but I don't think it's hiding, honestly. I don't know.
No,
But it's a place, it's like a media house where he does his stuff out of for now, and he does other work for them. So yeah, he's doing well for himself, man. He's grinding. He's
nice.
pushing. So, and he's really pushing TikTok. He has ideas, he has things that are coming. So yeah. Shout out to him, man.
I
For real, for real.
I see him trending on TikTok every now and
Yeah.
again. Recently, who was he talking to? He was talking to Joakali or talking about Joakali or something like that. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I see him trending like a lot nowadays on TikTok. So it seems like he's pretty tapped in. Interesting.
Yeah, I
Interesting
usually shy away
approach.
from conversations like that and stuff because, producers, we don't want to be known. But I feel like it's,
Yes.
as a young producer, you have to play the game now.
You have to play the
honestly
game.
have
But
to play
shout
the
out to
game.
you.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. And where
Thanks,
can
man.
people listen to that podcast, Sam?
What's that voice? It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. So just go to his DNA, Mr. Dreams, his his YouTube channel. And
On his YouTube channel.
yeah, I don't know if it's on TikTok yet, but it's on there. You can also
He'll probably clip it up and then like post
Yeah.
multiple. See, that's
Yeah.
how they usually do.
yeah.
DJ Vlad.
Yeah, I'm sure it's coming.
Nice.
It's coming. But that was cool. That was
Nice.
cool. That's a little bit of exposure, I think.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sell some beats now.
Nice.
What about you? What are you up to?
Bro, hey, this week has been busy, man. What did I do the beginning of the week?
See? It's not that easy, is it? It's not
Wait,
easy.
I'm trying to think about what I did chronologically. What did I do the beginning of the week? Hiya,
Yeah.
Sam.
Yeah. That's exactly where I was a couple of minutes ago. I have absolutely no idea. You have to start keeping a diary. I'll keep a diary, then bring it and read it on the podcast.
No, for real, bro. No, I think I had a studio session. Oh yeah, I remember now. I had a studio session on Tuesday. With Big Yasa and Spinks
Ooh,
Mafia.
Nice.
Shout out to Philo.
Yeah.
brought them. They came through. We recorded a bunch of drill hit songs. Very fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was dope, successful. Then Thursday, I had a studio session with none other than Lil Maina. Ooh, Lil
Hey.
Maina.
How old is he? If
Lil
if
Maina
I'm
is
allowed
young.
if I'm allowed to ask,
I
is he
don't
actually a
know.
Lil?
Yeah, he's gonna
Okay.
be between the ages of 19 and 21, somewhere there. He's
Wow.
gonna be
Okay. So
somewhere there.
he's young. All right.
Yeah.
Oh dang, he's doing well for
So
himself
so
then.
yeah, man. So I had a session with Lil Maina, Jere. He told me to call him Jere instead of Lil Maina. So I was like, hey, okay, I'm
You're
in
on a
the inner
first
circle
you're on a
now.
first name basis.
Yeah, for real, bro. I'm in the first name base.
That's great, but that's also sad at the same time. Alpha.
But yeah, the session was, and this will be news to you because I haven't told you. So we actually recorded 2 songs. Can I talk about this? Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I can.
NDAs
Well, the session
everywhere.
was. Yeah, the first session was a song he has with Njeri.
Ooh, fire.
Njeri is an R&B artist, still coming up, but still very, very fire. And then the second. Sam is making me laugh. And then the second song we recorded with Lil Maina. I
Yeah.
can't speak. The second song we recorded with Lil Maina was him and another guy called Dansky, and they
Called
have
who?
a song together. Dansky. They have a song together called Shikisha, which is was really trending. First of all, let me tell you something. These guys, man, like. Everything they touch, it's like it just turns to like views, man. Like that song, I didn't previously know too much about it,
Yeah.
but it's doing very well on YouTube. Obviously, right now the song that's doing really well for Lil Maina is Kinare. So yeah, it was dope. It was dope working with Lil Maina. He wanted me to he wanted something that's more like old school
Yeah.
kapuka vibes.
Hey, so you tapped into that bag, tapped into your Kenyan side.
Tapped into my Kenyan side, tapped
Facts.
into that. And then bro, he was like, bro, I've never recorded a song from start to finish like that. Like he's like, yeah, this is the first time I've recorded a song from like that. Like
And that's how you retain
know,
you retain artists when you give them new experiences.
yeah, but it was dope. It was dope. I felt like he was genuinely so like thrilled to be in the studio. Like I think
You actually
the
have
way
something.
he
You have
views
something good
himself-
going on there. I know you don't. You usually there's a lot of self.
Yeah.
What did they call it? Self deprecation? What's it called?
Yes,
That goes on
I don't
between
know.
us. But
Yeah,
hold yourself highly, man. Like
I guess so. Because like he doesn't like. I think as much as he's very much like known for his comedy skits
Yeah.
and that type of stuff, I think he really his view of himself is more of like a artist and stuff. So. Yeah, man. And then after that, we had a bunch of interviews. It was super industry. I don't know that I can speak
Of course not.
Like I can't speak to them.
Why
but
would
like,
you?
yeah, I can't. But like, yeah, we had that, and it was dope. Shout out to Steph the rapper for putting
Everyone
that
involved.
together.
Okay, Steph the rapper. Yeah, shout out to her.
And everyone who was involved.
Prayers and
So,
thoughts and
yeah.
prayers to everyone involved.
Bro, I didn't even know how big. Like honestly, like I posted that stuff and then Lil Minor reposted it on his story,
Yeah,
and my shit was blowing up, Sam. Like these kids have so much influence.
They're
Like, I'm not
connected.
even gonna lie.
They're on
My
the
story
streets.
was being liked by like so many random people. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like it was just weird. And then one of my nieces was like, bro, you didn't tell me that Lil Maina was
like an Afam,
like
being important
bro,
in the streets.
like I was like, wait, what?
That's crazy.
For the youngins, it's like a big deal. But anyway,
It's a big deal.
yeah. So that's what I did.
So that means
on
you're a big deal,
Thursday.
Afam. You are a big deal.
No,
Look what
not
you're
yet.
doing now. Look. There he goes. There he goes.
Fine.
Stick your flowers and,
then,
move.
Friday we had quiz night, trivia night. That was fun. And Saturday, we had a whole session in the studio with this artist called Kim Life. And Kim Life, we've talked about on the podcast before. Kim Life is supremely talented.
Yeah. He's up next.
And I'm gonna be the first to say this. He
Breaking news, exclusive.
I wanna say Kim Life has the potential
Oh,
to be like a
I thought you were.
like a Rema or something.
I
man.
thought
He
you were
just
giving us
has-
an album announcement or something.
Oh no.
Talk about potential,
Well,
which is great.
just know new music with Kim Life times Super Drum
Nice,
is on the way.
nice.
But yeah. Kim Life, he just hops on Afro beats so authentically.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he doesn't sound terrible on them.
He doesn't sound like he's trying to
Mhm.
sound like something. He sounds like he's at home on
trying to-
Afro beats.
trying to get him on some joints too.
Yo, man, Kim Life. Guys, listen, if you guys don't know about Kim Life, you need to shout. And that's KEEMLYF.
LYF. Get it right.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my week. And I guess we can...
I'm pushing his artists. But I'm joking. Generally rock with these guys.
You're not.
I'm
You're
joking.
not.
No, no, honestly. That sounds bad.
There was no joking there.
That sounds
man.
bad. No, we can't keep
But
that.
yeah, let's get into it, bro. I want to start here, bro.
Yeah.
I opened. I guess we have to call it X now. I opened X.
I know that pains you.
It
pains you.
annoying, man. I opened X and I see a post that just annoyed me. It actually, I don't know why it annoyed me so much, but it just made me
It
live
irks
it.
you.
And I don't know why.
I deleted X, honestly. I deleted it.
Oh, you deleted it?
somewhere during the week.
Can we
I
just call it Twitter, Sam?
Yeah,
Let's
let's do that. Let's do that, please.
Let's
Let's
call
stop
it
all.
Twitter.
It's too much. Too much.
Yeah, it's too much. And
I deleted
can't-
Twitter
I
at some
can't.
point. But I've disconnected though.
really?
I've disconnected. Yeah, I got rid of it. I'll probably download
Yeah.
it at some point soon. I have a weird relationship with Twitter where I delete it and then after a while
Yeah.
I get it back. But then I just felt like I'm cool. For now,
Yeah.
I'm cool. I
So-
saw
so, okay.
this though. I think I know what you're talking about, and I saw it.
So bensoul pops up on my
Shout out
Twitter,
Bensoul.
right?
Very talented.
And he's like, hold up, let me pull it up real quick. And he's like, this broke mentality needs to go. 2 exclamation marks. And so I'm like, okay, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then he follows it up with, did he delete it? Oh no, actually, no. That the first tweet he said was, kama 20k ya kuona Sauti Sol inakushinda by November, you have a long way to go. Acha wenye pesa waende. One thing I know for sure is we are going to sell out. Now, listen, that's cool. That's cool. People
yeah.
are gonna pay for Sauti Sol's
Of course.
for Solfest.
And especially
It's
since it's
cool.
the last one
But
too.
I don't like
For a
the
while, at least.
entitlement that was coming across to me there. Like, and I'm not trying to like, you know what? No, like I just didn't like it. Like, fine, you guys are Sauti Soul. You're part of Soul Generation. You guys
Yeah.
are super popular. Everyone loves your music. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't like how that came across. To me, it came across as entitled.
It's
First of all, it's very deaf. What's the word? It's
Tone deaf.
Tone deaf. Tone deaf, bro. We're living right now in one of the harshest economic periods in Kenyan history. Like, it's been difficult financially for a lot of people. So, like, don't come here and be like, listen, if you guys are making money, you're making money. It's
Yeah.
not to say that that's what everyone else is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
it sounds out of touch, is what it does.
But Sam, how about this? How about if fans, because that's what musicians live off of. It's fans and the attention and adoration that we give you. How about if we just decided, you know what, we're not going for Soulfest. We can't afford to do this stuff. We're not going to listen to your music. You know what I mean? How
It's
about
only
if
going
we
to be
did
the-
that?
the
What are you
elites.
going to say after that? Yeah, what are you going to say after that? You're going to come groveling back to us for whatever. I just think
No, that was crazy.
that...
That was crazy.
Yeah, I just think and I'm not speaking to his character. Maybe he's a nice guy. I've never met him, but like I just think such tweets are very tone deaf, and you should have, if you have a publicist, if you have a PR team or something,
Yeah.
like you don't just say things like that, man. That's, I don't know why it just triggered me. It's
No, I
just,
get. I mean, I
it's
do
like-
get it, and he's not like that, honestly. So when I read it, I
Okay.
didn't believe it initially because I was shocked. I was like, "This can't be bensoul." Like this, maybe I thought it was a joke at some point. I thought it was just like there's something funny he was trying to get across. But yeah, it's real. No, it's extremely tone deaf. 20K is not
And
it's
then
not it's not small money. First off, let's talk about
It's
that.
not.
We were just complaining about the
It's
8 that guys were
not.
forced to pay for Boys to Men.
This isn't America where people are gonna pay 100, like,
Yeah, 20K is like
do
what,
people pay
$200,
for
190
Beyonce?
some. Yeah,
Yeah, what do people pay for Beyonce? They pay like $1,000 for Beyonce tickets. This
Yeah.
isn't that. Listen, and I know his argument will be, oh yeah, you know, this is why the Kenyan music industry is still doing
No,
so
that's-
bad.
that's not
because
that. That's not
people
that.
won't pay.
That's
People
not
won't
that.
pay what we artists deserve.
We'll pay.
Fine.
we'll pay.
But go about it in a better way. Go, like, it's just the way the tone that came across to me.
It didn't come
with
out good.
Was
Yeah.
horrible, man.
Hopefully, it cleans
And
that up.
honestly, as somebody who was considering going for Solfest, which I probably still will go, it's just still annoying. It's annoying to me to hear that.
I get
It's
that.
just, I don't know why. I just didn't like it.
Yeah, I'm on your side.
And yeah,
It could be. I mean, because they've been winning for a while, so maybe it could be that his it might be out of touch, man. It might be
it's
him.
out of touch because you're making money, and you don't see as though people aren't.
It's something we see with a lot of
financially-
artists here, is where when they start making it, when they start getting the money, they completely forget. And I guess we see that not just in the Kenyan market, but then around the world. Like some people do forget who they are and their fans, the people who took them there, and they become, it's main character syndrome. They become the focus of everything.
And then, okay, look at the pricing. So the Die Hard tickets were 2,500. Those are the cheapest tickets available, and those are, as of today, sold out. The next cheapest tier of tickets is what they're calling the advanced tickets, which are 3,500. Which honestly, we have, like, if you want to go for like, I don't know, if you're just like regular, you're not gonna pay for VIP. That's all you have now, which is still kind of expensive, but
It's understandable.
it's understandable. And then there are VIP tickets. No, then they have behind the scenes pass for 6,500, which me and Sam would never pay for, because let me tell you something about artists. Like, there's nothing special about being behind the scenes.
Oh man, if I'm dropping bombs on them. Listen, honestly,
No.
honestly, it's
I'm just telling you the truth.
you might be paying to get the cool treatment behind. And I'm not saying this is not to bensoul, this is not, it's just the nature of how it is. You might just be paying to get the cool treatment in person. And that's what it is.
Yeah. So no, like,
Very few artists have that thing where they make it worthwhile. And plus, there's a whole bunch of people
make
in there.
you-
You don't have the time. The artist is tired. They've just finished performing. It's
you're not gonna. You're gonna.
Freaking
I
sweaty.
feel like you're just gonna come out very disillusioned and
Yeah.
just like. But anyway, listen. There might be some people who want to see behind the scenes. So meet and greet with Sauti Soul, exclusive Sauti Soul goodie bag. So hey, there's some incentives there. So 6,500 for that, and then 20,000 for the VIP, which I'm sure people are gonna pay for. What do you
Of course.
get? You get a complimentary welcome drinks. You get a banquet. Is that how you pronounce it?
banquet, yeah.
Style dinner. Yeah, and then you get an intimate performance by Sauti Soul.
And a complimentary
You
roast from bensoul.
and you get exclusive Sauti Soul merchandise pack, a meet and greet, and yeah, that's what you get. And yeah, so essentially that, I think it's unfortunate to say that this is where we are as a country, but like the pricing is,
I'm sure the
Some-
fans let him have it.
yeah, like if you go on the comments underneath his tweet, Like a lot of people are saying bro thinks he's the main character.
They say that. I didn't even know that when I said that. It sounds
somebody
like
said, well, I have just been reminded that the entrance fee for your last performance here in Frankfurt, Germany was 10 euros. Why is it much more expensive in Kenya? Interesting. Let me see. There's a lot of people who are saying, who are you again? Question mark.
oh no.
That's spicy. Yeah, that's
I mean, we do
spicy.
know bensoul though. He's been making moves, so it's that.
Oh, somebody said, oh my God. Oh, wow. I know I waste money on silly things, but 20K for your show is absurdity, bro.
So you're worse than silly things. In other words, you're worse than
Somebody
silly
said,
things.
Acha Kiburi. Yes. Somebody else says, bro, I like your music, but kuambiwa chenye una tweet is what we draw a thick line. That's somebody said.
I'm confused though.
Uh,
I'm confused that so there are tickets for 2,000, 3,000 and all that business. Why did he start attacking the 20K guys? Why did he go for that? That's a poor move.
I don't know, bro. Like,
It's a poor move.
this guy, who told him to tweet this? But then that makes me think that's the mentality all of them have. And I get both sides of the argument. I know artists also need to eat, and I know artists have to, like, pricing is a very huge consideration.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know to move forward as an industry, like, these things need to be it's, I don't know, it's just like it's a balance. Like, we need what am I trying to say here? Like, I understand where the artist's perspective is. It's just the messaging that
What they think their value is.
ticked me off. It's the messaging that ticked me off. I think that's what it is. The entitlement. It's
Yeah.
fine. Have your show for 20,000.
It sounds entitled.
But
It sounds
don't
entitled.
message it. Don't message it like that. Is what I'm saying essentially.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Especially when people are not even there for you, bro. They're there for Sauti Soul. You guys were people who Sauti Soul modeled after them and showed the ropes. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
And I'm not telling him to, like, whatever, but it's just like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
I want to
it's
see
turned
you
off.
win,
It's crazy.
yes, but bro, don't
I mean,
talk
definitely.
to me like.
Definitely.
I don't know. Sorry, it just
Definitely.
pissed me off.
I know.
It pissed me
Yeah.
off.
You're a bit perturbed. It does. It looks silly. And I didn't expect that from him. Honestly, him specifically, I did not expect that from him. Because if you hear about bensoul on the streets and everywhere, he's the cool guy. He's the chill, friendly.
I don't know him, so
Yeah.
me, I don't.
Even interacting with him, yeah, he's like very chill, very friendly, you wouldn't expect that he would be. Maybe times have changed because I mean, I haven't interacted with him in a while. Maybe times
He's
have changed.
super successful, so good for him.
Yeah, don't do that
Anyway,
though.
yeah.
Just relax,
Let's move on.
relax on Twitter.
Let's move on.
Relax. Just stop saying things like that.
Yeah. All right. What else do you want to talk about?
Should we talk about the government shenanigans and what they're up to?
For sure. Oh man, aren't they always up to shenanigans?
Oh man, the government is
Also,
up
what
to.
is the word shenanigans? While you break this, I need to find out where the word shenanigans
Shenanigans came from.
etymology. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead, please.
I don't know if I should get into the whole thing. It's too long, didn't read. So TLDR, let me just do the TLDR version off the bat, then we can talk about it. So there's a song competition that I guess the government had, where, of course, you work, you submit tracks, record everything, and then there's a cash prize of 200 grand, was it? Around 200 grand, right? 200,000 in shillings.
Yes.
That the winner of the song gets. It's important to mention, so the National Youth Council, organized. So it's organized by the National Youth Council. 200 grand for the winner. That's cool. Of course, people are hype about that. Yes, let's do songs. I can submit a song. I'm cool. Now, when you start snooping behind and you look at some of these contracts, it reminds me of the contracts that Didi and them give the winner of those making of the band and all of this. What's the one that Chance and T.I. and was it T.I.? Chance, Nicki Minaj and...
I'm not even clued up on that. What?
There was a Netflix show where Chance the Rapper was like judging a show and... Anyway, I'm just talking about... I can't remember the name of it. But then it's just shows where when you look at the contracts, those contracts are nasty, bro.
They're nasty.
This one here, the government, the government, of course, they are finessing on the contract. You don't own any of the IP. It's basically work for hire, which is really weird in a competition that the contract is work for hire. I don't know.
It's okay. It only makes sense if everybody was being paid, because then it's work for hire. But only the person winning is being paid.
200,000.
The person winning,
they don't own the song either way.
200,000. Huh?
They don't, and I'm not sure they own their contract. Is not any different, is it?
Me, from what I understood, was that anybody who submits music for that is essentially signing away their IP rights to the songs. And that's annoying, considering that some people might not win. So essentially, you've just signed off your music for free.
Hey, let's just a PSA. That's not a normal thing. I know we don't have much education, but to all the younger artists who think that that's a good deal, I can assure you that's not a good deal. You need to figure out how to retain your rights. If that song does well and it gets picked up by a TV show and it gets picked up by a game, or it gets picked up by an ad, whatever it is, essentially what you've done is the government is making money off that and you're getting zero. It doesn't happen. It's not supposed to happen.
That's actually horrible. That's actually very horrible.
It's the government doing this. Imagine.
Even if it was the winner,
where's hope for us?
Even if it was the winner, man.
Yeah.
Like
no.
You can't take all the publishing. If they said, okay, the winner wins 200,000, and then now in the back end they'd be like, oh, okay, because we're paying, we'll take, I don't know, we'll take 80% of the master, and that's even high. That's supremely high. We'll be like 50% of the master, and then we can even split the publishing 50-50.
Yeah.
That's like, you know what? Fine. And what I've said is extremely unfavorable, but like it's even better than what these guys are proposing to do. You know what I mean?
I can't imagine them giving 50% publishing out. Do you know how much that is? You know how people view artists, young artists in the country. You feel like
nothing,
you're only good for what you can bring, not for the business of it. Like the furthering of the business and the actual back end, and being in so many situations like that where it's they value you for for what you're doing in the front end. Then when it comes to the meat where people do make money, it's like no, you're I don't, whatever reason they come up with, but you're not you're too young for this. We don't want to give up that money. You don't deserve it. Blah 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 blah. But younger artists, let me tell you now, ensure whenever the contracts, don't just go signing out things because you see 200,000. If there's 200,000 being offered, I'm pretty sure there's a lot more that could come at the back end, and don't sign away your rights on that.
Don't sign away your rights. At the worst case scenario, I would be willing to cede some of your master rights. If they were paying you like a significant amount of money, like 200,000. Yeah. Your publishing, be very, very protective of your publishing rights. Essentially, music is divided into two: publishing and
the master. Yeah.
And the master rights, you know, like because I don't know, like master rights, I feel like publishing has more back end, because if you get sync, if you get it placed in an ad, like that's where the money comes from. It comes
master
from
is ownership.
You're writing
Ownership of the song.
Of the sound recording. Master is ownership of the sound recording. Publishing is ownership of, like, even if somebody hums your tune, like in a song,
wherever your song is being played, performed, anything.
It's the right, even if it's sheet notes or just like somebody humming or whistling or playing it even with a piano or a different instrument. Yeah, you're still supposed to be paid. It's been
published. That's what it's being published. It's on advertisements. Whatever it's Skiza tunes, anything. That's part of publishing.
Skiza, exactly. Skiza tunes, because they're, you know, even the ringtone era when they would, whatever, that's where you get it. It's from your publishing. So for that, you need to be very,
and that's where
very
the
protective
money is.
over.
That's where the money is.
That is where the money is. And so essentially, these people are completely being finessed. Whoever wins that show, or even if they now, essentially, do you know what the government have done? They've created themselves a bank of just music that they can rely
They
on.
can
to
just
use for anything.
use whenever they feel it. And it's so sad
yeah,
that this is the government
ads.
we're supposed to be relying on creating systems. I talked about that with Dreams when he was asking what are some of the things that could change. And I'm like, the government needs to create a system that we can rely on and say this is the system. And those systems are in place. Now, if the government is finessing people in the back end,
yeah,
we're
then
doomed.
we're doomed. And speaking of systems that are in place that are complete failures, you saw Camp was audited and it was kind of made public.
Nasty work going on there.
Oh my God, the findings are literally. But are we even surprised, Sam?
No, we've been
'Cause
complaining,
I'm not
of course.
surprised.
When you start justifying 2,000 shillings, 200 shillings as a payment for royalties for music being played everywhere, it's not too far. This is not too far off from those thoughts.
At all, because Camp, for those of you guys listening, is the Kenya Association of Music Producers, and recently they had a forensic audit report that was released on 5th May and was made public on 23rd July, because it was released on the Sunday Nation, and the audit revealed quite a lot. One, PRISC, which is the Performers Rights Society of Kenya, failed to remit millions of shillings in royalties to artists. Most of those funds were diverted to administrative expenses,
crossed out,
in violation
on top
of the 70-30 rule that mandates 70% of the funds be allocated to artists. I wonder what those administrative expenses were.
Whatever could they be?
Whatever could they be? The audit further revealed that Camp owes artists unpaid royalties of more than 14 million Kenya shillings, about $100,000, dating back to 2013. Which, by the way, I even feel like $100,000 is
2013. 100 grand.
Little. Yeah.
For what?
I don't even agree with that figure.
Okay.
And apparently, MCSK, which is Music Copyright Society of Kenya, unlawfully awarded 80 million Kenya shillings. They awarded an 80 million contract to Liberty Africa Technologies,
which is a telecom company,
for a royalty collection and distribution system. So that's interesting. You invested that much for a system that we've never even seen effective from whoever Liberty Africa is.
And you're claiming to collect just $100,000. Man, I don't know.
And then they also
it's so disheartening when you hear these things.
The report highlights that Camp undershot royalty distributions by about 75 million. They're just throwing these figures out like they mean nothing. But anyway, it's like how you talk about like, oh yeah, I spent 100 bob on this. We're just talking about figures like, Anyway, they undershot royalty distributions by about 75 million and made payments amounting to 3 million Kenya shillings in unmerited allowances to board members and staff between January 2020 and 2022. Now, the rest of the article I'm reading is a bunch of them waffling about them trying to justify why
we are struggling.
Honestly, it's unfortunate that all this money is being made and generated by music.
Do you think Kenya will benefit from a classic? What do you call it? Class act.
A class action lawsuit.
Yeah, class action lawsuit.
For sure, man.
All of us just need to go at their necks because this is ridiculous.
That and we need. Do you know what we need? We need these PROs. I always get it wrong. Is it performance royalty organizations?
Performance
I always
rights?
get it wrong.
I think it's right. That's right.
Anyway, I think we will benefit from them being privately owned as opposed to being
run by
to the government,
by crooks.
Yeah, because ultimately, even why they work so well in, like, for example, in America or whatever, they're privately owned organizations. ASCAP and and well, at least that's how they started. I'm sure. I think.
Now they're
I don't know if
publicly
it's
traded.
ASCAP or if it was BMI that was publicly traded. I think it was BMI. But that's how they started, and essentially you need, like, even in that situation, ASCAP was founded first before BMI,
Yeah.
and ASCAP became a monopoly in the sense that they were the only people who are collecting royalties, performance royalties, and they became a bit of a monopoly, and they could do whatever they wanted to do. And people were like, no, thank you. We think you guys are also finessing us, so we'll start our own. So now they have two big ones, BMI, but they were all, they were both privately owned, they weren't government tied, and that's what you need. You need
healthy competition when it's just, and the government doesn't have a good track record with their people, honestly.
Because then they'll feel accountable. You know what I mean? And the government, man, like
This
our
is
government
ridiculous.
cannot be trusted.
It's silly.
To whatever.
It's silly.
Now, here's the thing. It's easy to say this. I don't even know how to go about us forming like our own performance royalty organizations. But I'm just gonna say this outright. We will never. This is my opinion. This is my honest opinion, Sam.
Yeah.
Royalties will never be properly collected in Africa. In Kenya, as long as our performance royalty organizations, or as we call them, our CMOs, are tied to the government. It'll never happen, and that's just unfortunate. That's just because I don't think they have the
they don't have good intentions. They're not
intentions at heart.
It's not for art. It's not. Yeah, it's bro.
So I'm very that's just my opinion. Listen, like if you listen to our conversation we had with Maya, she mentions that you don't really need to be from a specific country to affiliate yourself with some of these performance royalty organizations and stuff.
Sign up.
You should find a way to kind of, because I'm just gonna be upright with you guys. If you want to see money from streaming, from royalties, you're not gonna see them from our organizations.
MCSK and them.
No, you're just not going to. So there's various resources you can use. There's Sound Exchange, there's Song Trust, there's all these different things which you guys need to do research on and sign up for. Because they will collect your royalties way more efficiently and way more transparently than the ones that we have right now, and that's just the unfortunate truth. So
that's what it is. It's unfortunate, but that's what it is.
Yeah. Okay, and then I also kind of wanted to touch on this. So I saw an article about it's called Room. What does Room stand for? It's the resource of open minds. And they are having an open call for creatives in East Africa. And essentially, they're seeking concept notes from young change makers creating culture and media productions, and are interested in contributing to critical dialogue by challenging and examining the status quo, social norms, and hegemonic power in society through alternative Pan-African perspectives and points of view. So essentially, they are offering a grant that will be between the region of I want to pull it up. So the requested amount for the grant should not be less than 5,000 euros and not more than 7,500 euros over a 5 to 6 month period. So this is the requirements. So the eligibility for applicants, you just need to be a young change maker between 18 and 35. The individuals or entities with experience working in one or more of the following audiovisual sectors, so graphic design, storytelling, animation, DJing, video blogs.
So for music,
TV.
It says rap and hip hop.
Yeah, but like I'm sure they would be open to
other genres,
just rap and hip hop. Yeah. You know, with these things, like I know they'll list a bunch of stuff, but if you give them a very coherent like pitch or whatever, you know what I mean,
They're up for it.
they'll be open. Yeah, they'll be open to it. So 3, individuals to entities that use digital means to strategically distribute their content to their audiences. Entities that produce content that aims to show alternative viewpoints on big issues affecting society.
Okay.
And the eligible countries are TZ, Kenya, and Uganda. So if you're listening to this and you think that you fit the description,
Yeah.
you can look for the article on music in Africa, or you can go to their specific site. I think it's called Hivos. Is it Hivos? Yes, Hivos, which is an international development organization based in the Netherlands and guided by humanist values. You can read all that. The article is in Music in Africa, and the title of the article is Open Call Room Project for Creatives in East Africa. Is there a timeline? Let me see what the timeline is. The deadline for submissions is pretty soon. It's on 14th August. On the 14th of August, 5 p.m. East African time. So please listen, guys. If this is something that you guys fit, man, like 5,000 euros is a lot of money, and it could really like help kickstart your career. And
it'll be interesting if this. It'll be interesting if this works, because it'll be terrible. I mean, it'll be a bad look on the recent Talanta Hila fiasco that just happened, because essentially it's like.
Oh yeah,
same idea.
Yeah, it's actually, you know what? You're right. It's a similar idea, but this will probably be executed.
Probably will. And that isn't that sad though, because the ones that we try and come up with in here just blow up in spectacular fashion, and it's other people outside that have to invest. Man, listen. Until we get to the point where investing in music is important to us, it's going to be really difficult for proper growth to happen. Like we need to invest in ourselves.
We do. And the last thing I kind of wanted to point out was Goethe Institute launches a database for female creatives. So that database is called Fembase, and essentially they aim to connect individuals or organizations looking to engage the services of female creatives. So I understand, like, if like you're a female creative and you want to like do a photo shoot or something. I know a lot of female creatives who have had photo shoots with dudes, and it's been very uncomfortable, almost borderline inappropriate, and maybe you're more comfortable working with like a female photographer or videographer. Like you can find a database of female creatives who are suitable for that role that you're looking for. And Goethe Institute acts as a mediator between services offered and the market. The German cultural organization said if you're looking to work with a female videographer, for example, Goethe Institute will forward contacts to the registered videographers under the database. Selection and engagement negotiations have to be done by the individuals themselves, etc., etc. So that I think is a very useful resource. So kindly, if you guys are looking for something like that, Fembase by Goethe, and you can find all the information again on Music in Africa. But bro, that's all me I had for. I cool. Just feel I don't know why the whole bensoul thing has made me annoyed. So I just have like an annoying
it's the news. Oh man, no, that was terrible. You need to correct that.
Music.
Let's get into new music. Let me see. Let me see. Hold up. Give me a second. All right. Here we are. So, who released? Otile released some music. Ada. He's been releasing consistently too, hasn't he?
He has.
He's been consistent too, which is good. Mudhiga released It Rains, It Pours. Prishan released a song called Mapenzi, which is good. Kelechi Africana has also released Nimekumenza. Nakumenza? Is that? What language is that?
I don't know. Are they Kenyan?
Kelechi Africana, it's a Kenyan.
Okay, then I don't know.
Yeah, there's a bunch of releases. Flyer, again, with his consistency.
Hey, Flyer, shout out to
Flyer. Kasirika. Yeah, that one was good. It's a song talking about love and I guess the ups and downs of it. That's fire. Let me see. DJ Prod Luigi. Luigi got the sauce. Did an Afrobeat remix. Sounds very cool. Called Butter Me Down, NWR. That's cool. Let's see.
Yeah, new music. Let me see. What else did Idaziz, Mr. Consistent, he released Kuna Kuna with
Shock.
Dino and
Shocker,
Dino
he'll be
or
releasing
Dino
music.
and Terry.
Yeah.
Finished last, Otile Brown again and Atemi. I've actually met Atemi. She also does like vocal coaching. She's a very talented vocalist. So yeah, you guys I actually had an interesting question. So in the song, she references to the left, like Beyonce. Like, what does that? Well,
I don't know, man. Because I heard it and I was like, oh, I don't know, man.
No, maybe my question is more like just in terms of IP and
that's tough, isn't it? Because that's like that's IP. Now, if everything was going her way, she'd have to pay for that, right?
Well, if the song
I don't
does
snitch.
Essentially, well, all that's gonna happen if that song does really well and it blows
It'll get
up
on the radar.
then yeah, that could be a problem. But it's a dope song, so shout out to them.
Does that also happen for samples? Like you use a sample of another song and hope that the song doesn't blow up.
Yeah,
Is that a
exactly. Yeah, that's the hack. Hoping the song, hoping the song doesn't blow up.
Oh man, that's crazy.
That's how a lot of people exist here. A lot of people do a lot of sampling and stuff that if you did in America
you would be
messed
flagged down.
up.
But then it's getting easier to flag down now, actually, because of the algorithms and
technology,
whatnot.
Yeah,
and now that we're doing AI too, it's over for samples.
Bahati released a song Mukando, Ghost Love Me, and KC. Hey, KC is a guy. He released a song Like I Thought. What did you think about that one?
I heard it. It sounded good. It sounded good.
It sounded good.
I like Casey's sound.
KC is on a high, man. KC is with
man. He's rapping. He's. I don't know how much he feels like he's rapping. I think I saw an interview back then where he's like, nah, definitely like he pays attention and like he's definitely rapping Kenya.
That's fire. And then if so, then KC would. I don't know. I would speculate he would know the likes of 28, Timmy Blanco, Kina Swahili Papi. Hopefully, if he's tapped in, Kina what's his name, Albizi and Cap. Like, if he was here, me as an A&R, I would put him together with those people and see what comes out of it.
In that room. He does that sound really well, and he's done it at high. Like he was recently on Travis's joint. So,
bro,
And he has stuff of his own.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just saying he has music of his own, which is pretty good too. So I think he also recently released a project.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to him, man.
He did. Shout out to KC. Kushman released a song, Kijana Barubaru, which is cool. Jack Quill released a song, Quill to the Motherfucking World. I thought it was not bad. I actually enjoyed listening to it. I'm not really the person to listen to like bars and like just no hook, just straight like whatever's. But yeah, I enjoyed listening to it.
That's cool.
So shout out to Jack Quill.
Yeah.
Mervin Obero released Still Around. Shout out to Mervin. He's also been releasing, like I See You, he's releasing very consistently.
Yeah.
Denny B released a song called Thank Allah, which I actually liked a little bit. Like, yeah, it was nice. I liked it.
That's cool. There's a song I really liked. It's a project I listened to by Alma Ras. It's the project is called
Alma Ras.
The project is called Boom Bap Triple Threat, and me, I enjoy a good just rapping over samples. Like that's fire to me. And I think the project actually came together. It was some good storytelling on there, some good rapping. I really rock with it.
So, shout out to Alma Ras. And the song that I listened to, because I didn't listen to the whole project, I listened to Me to Me, and it was really nice. Interesting. I really like her beat selection. Proper beat selection. And
it's fire.
Sam, I'm thinking we play Alma Ras.
Let's give them some Alma Ras. It's not a very
Yes,
long
sir.
song, short, but it's bars. Listen to the bars. This is Me to
Exactly.
Me
Let's go.
by Alma Ras.
Hey, been going unanichezea msee, yeah. Why you acting so immature? Are you ever gonna grow? Why you acting like a child? Kwani bado haujajitambua? Manzesi unachoma kwanza, ukikata maji wezi taka kujiona. We ni mtiaji kwanza, ukianza kubonga ati we ni legendary, wendo umesoma. Noma, you ain't telling me nothing, me ndo nabonga. High school dropout unataka kunisoma. Oh yeah, cheza chini usini order. Do what I want, maisha yangu mi ndo ona. Big fat thing ndo nataka di kuchoma. Sipin lindo nisikuwe mgonjwa. Check it deep, neza supply maji ocha. That's all you care about. Kupiga luku na kushow off. Popularity contest for what? Si elewini eleze. Mbona unataka watu wengine wakupende? Si elewini eleze. Mbona lazima ulipe ndo upewe? I don't wanna be the bad guy, but ikibidi I'll try to be the good guy. Funny how you think you're such a cool guy, no lie. Venye najifeel mi ndo kusema easy sides. I came a long way and I'm next in line. Kuna watu nilikosea and never mind. Walini undermine, they don't see me anymore. Juu nina shine, kwa TV niko on the other side. Bad kid, don't hang with me. Simama kwa likuwon, look at you now. Kwangu najiforce, come slow, cheza chini ni kushow. Pride comes fast and then you fall. Success is like poison, just like a drug. Ukionja man, you can't stop. And I know that tunapenda kuchochwa. Ati umeiva kwa ugali wendo mboga. Unajiona leader mwenye kiti wendo doctor. Lakini kusema kweli, who are you again? Who am I? Who are you? Anybody have a clue? Nilijipata kwa dunia, sa ningedu kujitafutia njia. Had to make a move, I know myself, I do what I gotta do. Life is like a toaster, nobody cares until the bread pops up. Check it, venye mimi ninaona. Jishughulishe na kwako mimi utanikoma. So, yeah, kila mtu maishani yake. Ama aje, kila mtu maishani yake. Like seriously, there are no rules to this life, man. Everybody afanya kenye anadai, wajibambe, nice. As long as you're having fun, man, and you're not hurting other people, man. You just do you, man. G, fine.
Yeah, so that was Me to Me, Alma Ras. Rapping. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what Alma has in store. I think she's originally a Gangetone artist. Did Gangetone.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, but then like it's also buzz. I'm reminded of what's his name? Triomio. Because Triomio could do that too.
Triomio.
He could do the bars too, but he
real?
also comes with the Gangetone, and it's that similar sound. I think that's really fun.
To be honest,
man.
I don't know too much about Alma, but shout out to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sam, this is a good episode. Please bensoul, man, like your messaging needs to
Correct
be better. And yeah, man, guys, shout out to you guys for listening as always.
Yep.
30% pod on everything,
Everywhere.
Threads, Twitter. You can
Go check out the
TikTok,
interview I did with what's his name?
YouTube. Yep. With
The interview
DNA.
with Dreams. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
definitely.
you guys go check that out. And yeah, you can find us on Anchor Music, on Spotify, on Apple Music, and on Google Podcasts, and on YouTube. If you would
And
like to, if
TikTok.
And TikTok. Yeah, no, but I'm talking about where they can listen to the whole pods.
Okay.
If you guys have a platform where you're like you think might be more accessible, then we could take that into consideration and see if we can distribute the podcast there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Thank you guys for listening. That was episode 35. 35. 30 fine. I don't know why I said 30 fine, but yeah. Listen, let's go to 30
boy.
episode 36.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. We out.